Are you fed up with eating dry and flavorless meatballs? Then do yourself a favor and try these ones in a stew. Let's start with a great tip which has been handed down by our grandmothers. Soaking the bread in milk. Break the bread into rough pieces. Cover it with milk. Water also works very well if you don't want to use milk. Let it soak and put it to one side. A handy bowl, ground veal, ground beef, not too lean of course, and the fattiest and tastiest part of our meatballs will be provided by the sausage, which we're going to remove the skin from. Season it with salt, pepper, grated Parmesan cheese, parsley, which I've already chopped, the bread, after squeezing out the excess milk, and finally, 2 beautiful eggs. And now, let's knead it. Once we've got a nice homogeneous mixture, we can start to form the meatballs. First, I'm going to moisten my hands a bit. We're going to make them this big. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger. The important thing is to make them all the same weight so that they'll cook evenly. I knew it, I told you I knew it. Heat up a non-stick frying pan until it's nice and hot. Add a nice splash of oil and start browning the meatballs. Cook the meatballs a few at a time because they have to all be in contact with the bottom of the pan. This way, we can ensure that we'll get a nice crust. Let's see if the first one is nice and golden. Yes, look at that beautiful crust. They've got the right aroma and the right color too. Take them out of the pan. Now that they're nicely browned up, we're going to take them out of the pan. Keep the meatballs covered so they won't dry out. And now we're going to take care of the vegetables. Peel the potatoes and cut them into small cubes. And the essential ingredient, in my opinion, red onion. And I'm going to cut the onions in this way too. In the same pot that we just used for the meatballs, we're now going to add our potatoes and the onions, a pinch of salt. Simmer it with white wine until reduced. This will also allow us to deglaze the bottom. The alcohol smell has evaporated off. Cover it with a lid and let it cook for 15 minutes. Guys, it smells like home. Not much left to do now. Add in the peas, vegetable or meat stock, whichever one you have. Water works just as well. And we're going to put the meatballs back in the pan. Stir it all up, slowly and gently. And cover it. Let it cook for another 5 minutes, and then we can gobble it up. These will still be good the next day, right? Now they're lovely and warm. These have made me feel really hungry, so I think that now is the time. Look how soft they are. Lovely and juicy. Almost like my grandmother Nives. Almost. Make them for yourself.
Ciao.